Hello everyone, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. My name is ShardEye and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now this is episode number 2. In the first episode we began our nice little colony with all of the Walking Dead cast. We have Maggie, Carol, Michonne, Denise, and Andrea. And we are going to be adding another one in about 1500 seconds, so quite a few days from now is my guess. When we left off, we had just finished our food source and had begun a little bit of research. Yeah, it looks like we're only about a quarter of the way done with that. I think what I would like to do this time, what is this? Carbon dioxide. So we can't break into either of those two. I think what I want to do is gain access to this, this water here. So what I am going to do, we are going to dig straight down, as far down as we can. There's actually a little bit of a method to this, because I want this, while this room right here is only 3 high, I would like the next room to be 4 high, which, if I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3, 4, would require me to put the floor down here. But in order to do this, I need to get this water level down a bit. So if I break through this wall right here, the water will flow into there, bring the water level down just enough that we should be able to do this without a problem, and then have a nice little entry point down to some more water for when this runs out. And eventually the goal is to get all this water pumped up there, as well as this little bit of water that's here, although I don't know if I want to waste a pump on this, because I could build a little platform over to here and dig all the way up, and that should be perfectly fine, because the water, as soon as we break through, the water will just naturally flow straight down into here. So that's probably what I'll do. There's no need to do fancy pumping systems for that. All right. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is they are going to need a ladder. Probably about, let's go all the way down anyway. All right, let's speed things up a little bit. What are we doing on that research? 11 out of 20. We're getting it done. We're doing decent on food. Insufficient oxygen. Oh, it's right down here. We need to make another one of these, because otherwise whoever's doing this research is just suffocating the entire time, and they have to keep taking a break just to run over here and grab some of that breathable air. Alright, so let's see, how can we remedy that? Under oxygen, so far the only thing that we have is the algae deoxidizer. Oh, we need the algae terrarium, and I believe, yep, that is something that we are in the middle of researching right now, so it's going to have to wait just a little bit. Isn't that so neat? I think it's so cool how, I mean, this game, like I've mentioned before, is still in its alpha state, but it's just so cool to see how fleshed out it really is. You know, all these visuals are very nice. Oh, whoa, what are we doing here? Oh, that's right, I was adding some more beds. I was about to say, you guys are getting very close to this carbon dioxide. We are not yet prepared for that kind of expansion. We do need some more storage. Maybe that's what I'll make this layer right here will just be for storage, because chances are we are going to do quite a bit of digging down. Maybe a little more so than up. I do know that we need some of this metal, but we want to keep the storage somewhat close. We already have a storage on the top level anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and we'll add the storage here. Alright, so this looks as cleared out as it's going to get. It's still not down far enough though, so let's, I guess we'll start to clear it out for now. Are we done with the research yet? Very close, one more. At that little bar right there. Come on. You can do it, Andrea. Boom, all done. Alright, let's pause this for just a second so we don't waste too much of our valuable time here. Alright, so we have the algae terrarium compost pile, which breaks contaminated dirt into fertilizer, and a planter box. That's interesting. So it periodically produces food or medicine, you know, whichever. It doesn't have a predetermined resource. Yeah, we definitely want to work on these algae terrariums. I don't know how much algae we have. It should have it here. Yeah, we have a decent amount. I think what we can do, I definitely want one down in here. So let's see if we have everything. Yes, we do. Oh wait, what did that just say? Gains minor efficiency boost and direct light. Alright, so we will plop one down right here. We'll probably have one per level just to help clear everything out. Actually, that's probably not the best place for it. Let's cancel that real quick, and we'll put it a little bit closer to the middle of the room. Yeah, we'll do it right there. And then we also need to work on light, which I suppose would be probably under utilities, but we haven't. Oh yeah, interior decor. I think plumbing is what I want to do next, because that water is going to have to move up sometime soon. Don't really, oh, I do need the cooking station though, but we don't have the larger research station. So let's start with the liquid plumbing for now. And I think, yes, so that should be fine. Now let's go ahead. I want to rush this actually, because I am kind of curious to see just how well this works. I am kind of curious as to what's happening to the water that's being displaced here. I really don't want it to go up a level. Yeah, let's try to dig this out. There we go. We will make all of this a 9. So that way they get right on that. More important than sleep or eating. Just to break this down real quick, get that water level down. And it also gives us a little bit of symmetry, you know? Not a bad thing. Alright, perfect. So they will continue to dig this out, create this whole room. It is a 4 high though, so I really don't want it. Maybe we'll make this floor storage. Let's see how that plant's doing, actually. I mean, it's not great. I guess it's probably because it's not in direct sunlight. We'll get that eventually, though. Or direct light, I should say. There's no sunlight. It's all artificial. Not enough oxygen generation. Is this leaking through? Oh, that better not be. Some of the rock, a lot of the ones that have cracks like this, it is slightly permeable, so air will slowly kind of go through it. And they might actually, I think what happened over here is initially the water was up in here, and there was a little air pocket down here. And the rock all kind of looked like this, a little bit cracked open. And I think the problem was that this eventually wore down. The water, I mean, just weighed too much, broke through, and filled up this extra tank. And that's kind of, I got a little bit confused in the first episode, wondering why the water just went down so suddenly. And it didn't actually go down, it just relocated itself. You know what we might actually want to do? And I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. I'll dig this out a little bit more, so actually I need to do about maybe that much. Now we got to clear out the broken stuff right there. And this is, of course, quite a large job. It might take them a little while to get this done, but I feel like if we clear all of this out and then break a little hole up into there, we can just drain all the water down to here and have it all in one basin, and we'll be able to expand the base out into here because, as I mentioned before, I wanted to make it 2 layers on either side of a ladder, but there's not really any room to expand this way without breaking into this carbon dioxide filled air pockets, which is not ideal. That sound, that does not sound pleasant. I don't think I'd want to eat any kind of food that is created in that way. I mean, it is known to cause diarrhea, so it's definitely not the most delicious meal. We are about to see another duplicate. Someone did mention in a comment on my previous video that if I found someone who was particularly mean, that I should make them Negan. So I'm going to keep an eye out for any kind of trait that makes them particularly aggressive, because that would be just too perfect. Oh, someone just leveled up. Michonne leveled up. Probably her cooking skill. Actually, you know what I should do? I should see who's best at cooking. We don't really have a good cook. I guess it's really just Denise, so maybe we will just put Denise on cooking for now, just to make sure that... Oh, she's already doing it. Oh, and a new duplicate. Let's see, who do we have here? Early Bird, Uncultured, Twinkle Toes. This duplicate is as light as a feather on their feet. Oh, there you go. Diver's Lungs, Iron Gut. This duplicate isn't the brightest star in the sky. Alright, so they can't do research, but they're very athletic. I think we already have someone that can do athleticism, though. See, this is one thing you have to look out for if you play this game for yourself. This person has cooking as, I mean, of course, they're pretty well-rounded, but they have +2 in cooking, which is, besides medicine, appears to be their focus, but they have gastrophobia, which means they cannot cook. So you really have to keep an eye out and make sure that you aren't stepping into a trap like that. I think I might have to go with this one, but at the same time, I really like that Iron Gut. So let's go right ahead. We'll do this one. And you know what? We don't have a Rick yet. We can't have the Walking Dead crew without a Rick. So we will go ahead and we'll get Rick right in here with the rest of them. Like a boss, he's going to start ordering everyone around. Oh, that's not good. We need to have someone clean the toilet. Just this one toilet, though, apparently. Let's make all of this a 9. Get everyone down there. We will have this water situation figured out shortly. Research is almost done, though, so you know what? I'll also make this a 9. Oh, not a 5. There we go, 9. Alright, that should put one person on research, so we should be getting the plumbing done at just about the same time. Is that hydrogen? Ooh, that can actually be used for power. Alright, so we'll dig this out. We will have one large basin for all of our water. Really, Rick? We have another bed. Oh my gosh, you're trapped down here. I had no idea. I didn't even bother to build you a ladder. Jeez, and that has to be a high priority item too, otherwise you won't be able to get out. Oh my gosh, did you die? Oh no. Oh no! What have I done? Oh my gosh. I can't believe that I killed him. He suffocated while he was sleeping because there's only carbon dioxide down there. Oh my god. We finally get a Rick. And he just dies instantly. Well, you know what, Rick? You had a good run. In honor of the work that you died doing to build this memorial, let's just put it down underwater. Wait, that's probably not a good idea. I'll contaminate it. What am I doing? I can't believe that I already killed Rick. You know what? Yeah, why not? We'll risk it. I'm pretty sure if it says that it yeah, reduces the spread of disease. So I'm guessing this is a pretty safe place to bury them, even if it is under the water. But you know what? It'll also be an experiment. I can't believe I killed Rick. Rick killed himself. He wasn't smart enough to build a ladder. Oh, hold on. We are done with some more research. Oh yes, I did see that. So the liquid pump, all that's all good. I think I'm just going to go the lazy way, though, and just pump this straight down in there. Why not? We also probably should get another algae terrarium down here. Right there, right at the top, because all of the oxygen, or all the carbon dioxide, is falling down into here. And as soon as I break through and the water enters, it's going to force all of this air back up into this room, and this room is not going to be breathable. So actually, if we build like 2 of them here, then we should have 7. There we go. We should have plenty of extra space here. And I do need to build this ladder down 1 more, so that way they don't have to jump on top of this first. You know what, this should also be a high priority. I don't know why they haven't thought about that yet. Oh, they had to cut the rock out first, that's why. Alright, I think we can do this. And then someone should bury Rick, who didn't make it. He lasted about an hour, maybe, of game time. Did you just suck him up? Michonne's just going to keep him all for herself. What are they doing? Why are they cleaning out the bottom of this? Oh, no research task, insufficient oxygen. Alright, so I guess let's just pick another research task anyway. Keep on moving on with our life. Probably, I think, I really want to do power generation, but I think for now we should probably go with interior decor, so we can get that light to help out with the algae terrarium. So we will go ahead and pick that up. And how's our oxygen looking down there? Yeah, much better, much better. A lot of the contaminated gas is staying down in here. Down with Rick. R.I.P. Rick. You poor guy. Whoa, what's going on here? That is very or slightly toxic. Where is it coming from? It can't just be leaking out from here, can it? Alright, well that's not good. Alright, so that, I think, if I remember correctly, yeah, this only turns carbon dioxide. What is this? Contaminated oxygen. So I need an air deodorizer. Where do I get that from? Air deodorizer, where are you? Come on, it's got to be right in front of me. I just can't find it. Oh, there we go. Alright, so it's this one. So I do need to build the next research station, or I'm not going to be doing very well for myself. And then power. Been a little while here. There we go. Alright. So actually, let's move on over. Before we do the interior decor, we do need to buy this so I can start scrubbing all that oxygen out. Otherwise, that's not going to end very well, because this is going to eventually make them sick, and I'd rather not get them sick. Oh, that's going to break. That is going to break. That is not good. It looks like it has broken. So this is going to fill up way before I'm ready for it to fill up, so we got to make this a priority. Hopefully, somehow they'll find a way to dig it out before it breaks. Which I don't think they can do anyway, but maybe. Alright, well. Oh, why are you doing the top first? You guys don't know what you're doing, do you? Alright, let's just keep building a ladder down, I guess. Just please don't fall into there. This was not how this was planned. No wonder, you're all going to end up like Rick. You know what? This might not actually be a bad idea, though, having 2 separate tanks. And hopefully this doesn't flow up into here. Hopefully I didn't misjudge how much water is there. I think I might have... Yeah, they are going to fall. Suffocating. Who's suffocating? No, no, no! You narcoleptic! The narcoleptic... okay, good. She made it out. Carol. She passed out underwater and started to suffocate. Alright, good. So it looks like the water should fit all in there nicely. Let's go ahead. I guess we can cancel out the rest of that. Alright, so let's just start building extra rooms here. So we will try to keep it somewhat symmetrical. I think that's going to be a problem. Let's delete that. Build a new ladder. Delete that ladder. Looks like Michonne's got it. Why are you going to delete the ladder as you're climbing down? That's not very intelligent. Oh, and we're losing all the materials down there, too. Look at these guys. I mean, I know this is my engineering, but... Come on. You gotta be slightly intelligent about this. Insufficient oxygen generation. How's the oxygen doing? See, that's still not good. How's our research doing? Oh, this isn't even set. Oh, no, not deconstruct. No, not deconstruct. Wait a second. There's got to be a way to undeconstruct this. Cancel. There we go. Really don't want to get rid of that. All right, so this, I have to hit that. And then someone should be down there to research. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm doing all that right. And we are 500 seconds away from another duplicate, so probably sometime midday tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We currently only have 5, so we do need an additional bed or 2. So let me throw those in here. It's under furniture. Actually, we will move that bed over 1. Perfect. Oh, I didn't even know I had a floor lamp. I could have put the floor lamp right down here. We'll put that, I suppose, right here. We do need to finish that wall off. So that way we can run wire down. That'll work fine. Actually, we'll get rid of that and put a door right there, because eventually we are going to need to do that for all of them. Ooh, I just realized we have a lot more food than we need, and we're getting meat lice too. Or, sorry, meal lice. I don't know where we're getting meal lice from. Because if I remember correctly, meal lice actually comes off of, yeah, right here. Like these little trees, eventually they grow up to be 3 tall. I don't think this one can grow because there's no room. But it drops these little lice, which it can be made into lice loaf. So we're collecting lice from somewhere. I just don't know where. Unless it just came, if that was part of the food that we already had. All right, let's build those pneumatic doors. We got some power generation going on. We might have to get a second one of these. You can build plenty of generators eventually. I just don't know that I want to. Especially the coal one, I think, is the easiest one to get. Those create a lot of contaminated gas, and I want to make sure that I can scrub all the air first. Oh, poor Rick. Poor Rick. We'll have everyone else join you shortly. Okay, so now with this all done, I need to run wire. I guess we'll continue to run it through here. Why not? And then all the way up to the light. For now, we don't really have any room, so we'll disable this so it stops sucking up quite so much power to give Andrea a bit of a break. All right, so let's just do this. Let's build... let's go all the way to the end. Why not? We'll make it one big room. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make it 4 high, and then we'll follow it up with some more 4s. So this is going to be... I guess we're going to have to do a 3 here, otherwise it's going to be really weird. Let's just make it even. Too much of a lack of symmetry if we do it the other way. And then I suppose we will just do another one, just like that. And then from there, I think we'll just leave this. Oh no, what the heck. We will make the plans... Oh, wrong one. Why won't it let me put one here? What is going on right here? Is it just because that stuff's underneath it? Maybe. Alright, well I guess we'll plan for that after, but for now, we need to make sure this is all squared away. We will put some storage containers, probably in this one where it's only 3 high instead of the 4. So we will make this entire room storage. Alright, and we are very close to getting another duplicate. You know what? I'll have to do like a Rick 2.0 if I find the right candidate, because Rick lived way too short of a life. Alright, let's check the oxygen here, make sure we're not all suffocating. This I need to take care of. How are we doing on that research? Why is no one researching this? What is this doing? No power. Work pending. Why is there no power? Let me investigate this. I need the power overlay. Where is that one? Power grid. Why do we not have enough power? Oh. Right. Well. Oh, it's because I delete... Oh, okay. It's because I had to get rid of the section of wall here. Oh. Look at me, Mr. Smarty Pants, messing this up. Alright, let's make this 6, just to make sure that they build it almost immediately. So that way we can get back to researching. This is coming along nicely. We got a nice little base going here. We've made a lot of progress. We've consolidated all of our water. We still have that extra reserve there. I do feel like we are running, not running out of water, but I feel like our water levels are going down really fast. Let's go ahead. As soon as this is all squared away, perfect. We will sweep. See if we can just do an all out everywhere on the base. Sweep. of everything except for the things that we cannot yet reach. We're still doing great on algae, which is strange considering, I mean, unless digging this out we got some algae. I was kind of just saving all this. I hadn't thought that we had picked any up recently. Alright, let's see who we've got next. Alright, so we have one that's good at digging, creativity, bottomless stomach. We don't really need someone that eats more. Definitely don't need another narcoleptic because Carol almost died. This might not be too bad because we are, not yet, we are getting up to 17% stress, and I know that generally the way to get stress down is to do a lot of decorating and making the place look a lot better. This, if it weren't for the bottomless stomach, I'd almost have to go with the Yvette. Oh, stress response, destructive. I haven't been paying nearly enough attention to this. Oh, or the decor expectations. I have... Maybe I should have been paying attention a little bit more to this. Alright, so we might have to go with another person that's just good at digging. And I think we're going to name her Tara. I kind of like the character, and that's all there is to it. You know, she seems like a relatively creative person. Parent? And there we go, yet another addition. Still, the only male that we have is buried at the bottom of this little, we'll call it the lake. The suffocating dead lake. Let's check our oxygen here. Ooh, that is not looking good. We really need to get those air scrubbers done. Are we on our way? Kinda. Not enough, though. So let me prioritize these both, just to make sure that we are definitely getting this stuff done. No power, so we need someone to work on this. So we definitely need that to be a 9 as well. So anytime we are low on power, Andrea will go right over. Actually, I need to make sure that I remove those other people too. So power generation, get rid of her. And for cooking, get rid of her. Combat. Of course, Andrea is the one with the combat skills. She's actually good at a lot. She's our best, like, all-around doer of things. A jack of all trades. Do we really need the food? No, we don't need the food at the moment. So let's disable the building just so it stops taking power, which I'm going to have to remember to re-enable it once we start running a little bit low. But for now, we don't really need the extra. Especially since I think this might be contaminating the area. I can't say for sure, but a lot of the contaminated oxygen, it's slightly toxic, which, like I mentioned, not good. I mean, we have some breathable air. I don't want to keep building algae terrariums, though, because algae, it's not hard to come by, but it would definitely be better if I didn't have to keep going out for it all the time. Also need to make sure that we finish building that. I think that can remain a 5, because I'm not entirely sure what that is, but looks like we can definitely wait for it. Oh, that's right. I made all of the sweeping a 9, so they're not doing anything besides sweeping. So let's prioritize all of the sweeping down to, just say, a 6. We'll do it a little bit more than anything else, but we don't need it to be a 9 anymore. I do think it's strange, though, that it doesn't show up on the priority list. It's its own thing. All right, well, it looks like we have accomplished quite a bit for this episode. Unfortunately, Rick did not make it through this episode, despite having just been duplicated. I think in the next episode, we might try to break into these. I will put some air scrubbers once we are done with the research right outside, break into them, purify all of the air, and then we will be able to expand this way, because we are starting to run into chlorine, which is not good. Carbon dioxide we can handle, but chlorine is extremely toxic, so we want to try to stay away from that as much as possible. Alright, same thing as before. If you have a name of a character in The Walking Dead who you would like me to name my next duplicate after, feel free to leave a comment below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with future episodes. And aside from that, thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.